Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're amazing. Previously, let me introduce myself. I'm Intan Putri Ayuni with student ID 20030500001. Today, I read it two paragraphs. There are using by time order and using by rank order. And I will explain about that paragraphs. This is basic reading midterm test. Okay, I will start it. Check it out. Alright everyone, before I start explain my paragraph, I will show you the outline and the paragraph organizing by rank order. The first, the advantages of learning music. I have divided four main parts of this paragraph in the outline. The first, improve body connection. There are the reason, the example, and the benefit. Second, train concentration and perseverance. There are the reason and the benefit. And third, cultivate creativity. There are the reason and the benefit. Fourth, helps remember. There are the way and the benefit. Alright, I will show you my paragraph, but before that, these are some questions to clarify my first paragraph. First, write the type of your paragraph and explain why. Second, explain the topic sentence. Show me the topic and the controlling idea, explain it clearly. And the third, explain the supporting sentence, major and minor ones, and its relationship to your topic sentence. And the fourth, explain the concluding sentence, why. And six, are all sentences in your paragraph relevant, why. The seven, do you think you have already used punctuation and capitalization correctly? Why? And the 8, what about your transition signals? Are they appropriately used? Why? And the last, do you think a writer has always to use transition signal at the beginning of each sentence in the paragraph? Why? And explain it. Alright, so I will answer the question I have read earlier. Write the type of your paragraph and explain why. Alright, the type of my paragraph is the paragraph by rank order because in that paragraph I write like ranking, starting from the first benefit from playing music, then the next benefit from playing music, and so on. I know that I don't have to use signal words at the beginning of a sentence, but I like using signal words because that way I and the readers really know which is the main idea. And the second question, explain the topic sentence. Show me the topic and the controlling idea. Explain it clearly. Alright, the topic sentence is there are 4 advantages of learning music. And the topic is learning music. My topic idea of my paragraph is learning music. Alright, the controlling idea, 4 advantages. So the controlling idea is in my paragraph is 4 advantages because with this controlling idea I can make an idea limit that I will write so that it doesn't go out of context and so that what I write is more focused to discuss about 4 advantages of learning music, not disadvantages, but advantages. It means only 4 positive impact of learning music in my paragraph. There is the reason why 4 advantage became the controlling idea in my paragraph. Alright, now the third question is explain the supporting sentence, major and minor ones, and its relationships to your topic sentence. Alright, the supporting sentence. The major of supporting sentence 1. I mark the major of supporting sentence with the Tosca. So that the main parts of the supporting sentence, which has not fully explained in detail my sentence. So, and the manner of my supporting sentence, 1. I mark the minors of supporting sentence with the yellow, so this is a more detailed explanation and complementary of the major of the topic. So, minor explained again the playing music will improve body coordination. And the second, the major of supporting sentence 2. I mark the major of supporting sentence with the Tosca so that the main parts of the supporting sentence which has not fully explained in detail my sentence. And the minor of my supporting sentence 2, I mark the minors of supporting sentence with the yellow. So this is more detailed explanation and complementary of the major of the topic sentence. So, minor explained again that the example of playing piano with makes several organs of the body coordinate. And the third, the major of supporting sentence 3, I mark the major of supporting sentence with the Tosca so that the main parts of the supporting sentence, which has not fully explained in detail in my sentence. The minor of my supporting sentence 3, I mark the minors of supporting sentence with the yellow, so this is more detailed explanation and complementary of major of the topic sentence. So minor explained again the concentration is the key to mastering the musical instrument and the benefit of the concentration is make learning at school easier. Now, the major of supporting sentence 4, I mark the major of supporting sentence with the purple so that the main parts of the supporting sentence with which has not fully explained detail my sentence. And the minor of my supporting sentence 4, I mark the minors of supporting sentence with the green. So this is a more detailed explanation and complementary of the major of the topic sentence. So, minor explained again that learning music can make the right brain work and develop creativity. And the major of supporting sentence 5, I mark the major of supporting sentence with the purple so that the main idea parts of the supporting sentence which has not fully explained in detail my sentence. The minor of my supporting sentence 5, I mark the minors of supporting sentence with the green. So this is a more detailed explanation and complementary of the major of the topic sentence. So, minor explained again that learning music is required to remember various keys that's what makes someone accustomed to remembering and will facilitate the learning of others as well. Alright, the fourth question is explain the concluding sentence and why. Alright, my concluding sentence. There are several advantages of learning music which will make you more enthusiastic about learning music. Because the concluding already covers the entire contents of the paragraph that contains information about the benefits of learning music, which is certainly positive information that attracts readers for those who likes music to be more diligent in learning music. Alright, the fifth question is, are all sentences in your paragraph relevant? Why? Yes, all the sentences in my paragraph are relevant because all the sentences are interconnected or related to each other. Especially over all the sentences are related to the topic and topic sentence, and every minor supporting sentence is also related to each major supporting sentence. And the sixth question, do you think you have already used punctuation and capitalization correctly? Why? Yes, I think I've used punctuation and capitalization correctly because in the end of my sentence, I always use the point and I use the comma to separate my main clause and subordinate clause. I also use capitalization in the right word position on the first letter of the beginning of the sentence, on the name of the day, and on the name of the person. Alright everyone, the next question is what about your transition signals? Are they appropriately used? Why? Alright. Yes, the transition signals I use is suitable for my paragraph because my paragraph type is by rank order. So I also put the signal words for rank order in front of every the main sentences, like one advantage, the next advantage, and the other advantage, and the final of advantage. And the last question is do you think a writer has always to use transition signal at the beginning of each sentence in the paragraph? Why? Explain it. So I think the writer shouldn't put the transition signals at the beginning of each sentence in the paragraph, such as one advantage, the most advantage, and etc. As long as the sentence has made the reader think that that is the most important advantage. So the signal word is not required to be placed in the rank order paragraph. Alright, that's all about my first paragraph. I have explained that, and now I will give you the outline of my second paragraph. The second paragraph, organizing ideas by time. Alright, that is the outline. Intan's busy schedule last week. I have divided seven main parts into this paragraph. The first, attend a meeting on Singapore on Monday. There are rush the airport and no breakfast. The second, go back to Indonesia to prepare and attend the graduation events. The third, go to work. There are overtime and completed work. The fourth, before come home. Uh, they are clearing the desk and compile some files. The second, the reason. The sixth, attend 3 meetings. A rush to the office and meeting from morning to evening. And seven, the sixth, back home to cook a dinner. And the last, the conclusion. That's all about the outline of my second. Alright, before I into my paragraph, these are some questions to clarify my second paragraph. The first, write the type of your paragraph and explain why. The second, explain the topic sentence. Show the topic and the controlling idea. Explain it clearly. The third, explain the supporting sentences, major and minor ones, and its relationship to your topic sentence. And the fourth, explain the concluding sentence and why. The sixth, are all sentences in your paragraph relevant and why? The seven, do you think you have already used punctuation and capitalization correctly? Why? The eighth, how about a transition signal? Are they appropriately used? Why? The ninth, do you think a writer has always to use transition signal at the beginning of each sentence in the paragraph? Why? And explain it. So in this paragraph, I mark the topic sentence with the underline, and I mark the supporting sentence or minor with italic, and the major with bold. And the third, I mark the topic with Tosca. I mark the controlling idea with yellow. I mark the signal word by time with purple. I mark the preposition of that and time with green. I mark the conclusion with gray. Alright, the first question is write the type of your paragraph and explain why. Alright, so my answer is the type of my paragraph is the paragraph is using by time order because in my paragraph I used the sequence of signal words such as first, second, third, fourth, before, and then. I also use the preposition by date such as Monday, Thursday, Thursday, and Friday, and the preposition by time such as at 8, at 9, 30, and in the morning. The second question is explain the topic sentence. Show the topic and the controlling idea. Explain it clearly. So my answer is the topic sentence of my paragraph is Intan had a busy schedule last week. Or you can see the first sentence in my paragraph above because I clearly add the subject, predicate, and verb in my topic sentence, so there is not a phrase. And with that topic sentence, I can develop my sentences to be a paragraph. So the topic is a busy schedule. The topic on my paragraph is a busy schedule, or you can see the blue block in my paragraph above. And the controlling idea is last week. The controlling idea in my paragraph is last week. Because this is controlling idea, I can make an idea limit that I will write so that it doesn't go out of contents, and so that what I write is more focused to discuss about intense busy uh, schedule in last week, not this week or next week's, but last week. That is the reason why last week became the controlling ideas in my paragraph. So the third is explain the supporting sentence, major and minor ones, and its relationship to your subtopic sentence. So supporting sentences. The first major, first, she was recruited by his boss to attend a meeting in Singapore on Monday. So the minor one is her departure orders were so sudden that she rushed to the airport at 8 a.m. And the second minor is she also didn't have time to eat breakfast in the morning, which made her stomach feel queasy. So the relationship is between major and minor of my supporting sentences is the minor sentences explain more clearly how, why, and what the major sentence happened, and a did to complete the major sentence. So the minor sentences are very support the major sentence. Alright. The second major is second, because she has a sister who will be graduating soon. She is forced to go Indonesia on Thursday. Alright, the minor is one day before she sister's graduation to help prepare and attend the event. So the relationship between major and minor of my supporting sentences is the minor explain more clearly the important why the major happened, and a did to make the major clearer. So the three major is third. As usual, she goes to the office to work on Thursday. The minor one is on that day she was forced to work overtime because she had some work that she had not finished before. The minor two is at 9:30 p.m. she had finished her work for the day. So the relationship between major and minor of my supporting sentences is the minor explain more clearly the important why, how, what, and ending of the major happen. So these minor sentences are very supporting the major sentence. The next for my major is before Intan came home from work, she tired her desk and then compiled some files to be worked on the next day. The minor is so that tomorrow she won't be too busy looking for her files. So the relationship between major and minor of my supporting sentences is the minor explained to be more clearly for what the major sentence happened. It's obvious that Intan tidies her desk and compiled some files so that she not too busy looking her files tomorrow. And the fifth major is next she was scheduled by her boss to attend 3 meetings at once in a day on Friday. So the minor is Intan was in a hurry to go to the office and rechecked the files that must be brought to the meeting from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Alright, the relationship between major and minor of my supporting sentence is the minor explained to be more clearly how and what happened in the major sentence. So, the minor explained that Intan rushes to the office for rechecks the files and attends the meetings from morning to evening because the Intan's boss asked her for attend 3 meetings at once in a day. And the last 6 major is finally Intan came home to cook dinner for her and her sister. So the minor is she still cooks even though she is tired from work, so she eat hygienic food. So the relationship between major and minor of my supporting sentences is the minor explained to be more clearly the reason major sentence be happened. So Intan still want to eat hygienic food even though she is tired from work. Alright, the concluding. The concluding is those are some of the busy schedules that Intan did last week. That is my concluding sentence because in that sentence I said that what I wrote earlier sentence, it was all about Intan's busy schedule last week. Alright, and the next question, are all sentences in your paragraph relevant? Why? Yes, all the sentences in my paragraph are relevant because all the sentences are interconnected or relate to each other. Especially overall of the sentence are related to the topic and topic sentence. And every minor supporting sentence is also related to each major supporting sentence. Do you think you have already used punctuation and capitalization correctly? Why? Yes, I think I have used punctuation and capitalization correctly because in the end of my sentence, I always use the point and I use a comma to separate my main clause and subordinate clause. I also use capitalization in the right word position on the first letter of the beginning of the sentence, on the name of the day, and on the name of the person. Alright. And the next question is what about your transition signals? Are they appropriately used? Why? Yes, the transition signals I use is suitable for my paragraph because my paragraph type is by time order. So I use transition signals second, third, fourth, before, then, and finally so that my readers know the time of events in my paragraph. I always put the transition signal in front of or before I explain the next point. And the last question is, do you think a writer has always to use transition signal at the beginning of each sentence in the paragraph? Why, and explain it. Alright, I think the writer shouldn't put the transition signals at the beginning of each sentence in the paragraph if the sentence has been added the preposition date or time. But if in a sentence it is not put transition signal words for time order and also not using the preposition or date and time in the middle of the sentence or the end of the sentence, the reader must be confused because they don't know the order in which its occurrence or incident of the sentence occurs in the paragraph. Alright everyone, that's all my explanation about my paragraphs. Thank you for your nice attention and thank you for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.